if you see the structure of spores and elaters in Equisetum, the spores of Equisetum is uninucleate, globular and spherical in shape and having the chloroplast, so the spores of the Equisetum is photosynthetic. The spores of Equisetum covered by 4 layers. The outer layer is known as epispore and the innermost layer is endospore, and the epispores of the Equisetum spores split and form 4 balloon-like appendages in the form of elaters. So presence of elaters along with the spores is the diagnostic features of the Equisetum, which play an important role during the dispersal of spore from one place to another place. So spores is a reproductive organ of the Equisetum. I have discussed with the function of elaters already. As I discussed, elaters help in descent of sporangium as well as dispersal of spores and migration of spores from one place to another place. It is a picture of LS of cone. You can say that if you cut the LS of the cone, you can see that in the middle of cone there is a cone axis are present. Around the cone axis on a both side there is a developed sporophyll, and on under surface of the sporophyll there is a developed sporangium. If you are talking about the sporangiophore, which is sporangium bearing structure have been reported in LS of cone, you can see that peltate disc is a hexagonal structure in which there are developed 6 sporangium on underside of each peltate disc. Within the sporangium there is developed a lot of spores which is very similar shape and size, So Equisetum is a homosporous fern because in Equisetum there is a developed same shape and size of spores. So this is the structure of the cone. If you cut the LS of cone, this is the dissecting structure of the cone in which the spores are produced which help in sexual reproduction. After dispersal of spores from the sporangium, they become germinate and produce monoecious prothallus. This is the spores which surrounded by elaters. The spores of Equisetum having single nucleus and covered by 4 layers, and the outer layer epispore splitting into 4 balloon-like structure known as elaters, and these elaters are very helpful for dispersal of spore from sporangium because they are hygroscopic in nature. They absorb the moisture from the atmosphere and they help in descent of sporangium and dispersal of spore from one place to another place. So this is the spore with elaters. So presence of elaters is the diagnostic features of Equisetum. After dispersal of spore from sporangium, what happens? Spore after absorbing water, they become active and become germinate and produce monoecious prothallus because Equisetum is a homosporous fern. So in case of homosporous fern, there is a develop only one shape and size of spores. So Prothallus in case of Homosporus always monoecious, on which male and female sex organ, that is the archegonium and anthidium, develop on the same prothallus. So after germination of spores, prothallus is a very important structure which play an important role for production of sex organ. Prothallus is also known as gametophyte, which is multicellular, green, photosynthetic, and all the cells of prothallus have the potential to produce anthidium and archegonium. As you know very well, in your syllabus there is no development of anthidium and archegonium mentioned. If you are talking about the mature archegonium, which is a female reproductive organ, is flask shape and having a small neck and a swollen base. The neck is made of 3 to 4 tier of neck cells. Each tier usually has 3 cells. The neck canal cell has 1 or 2 neck canal cells have been reported by pterologists in archegonium of equisetum. The usually has 3 cells. The neck canal cell has 1 or 2, 3 cells are present in the neck region, and there is a 1 ventral canal cell and 1 egg cells are present in the mature archegonium. And during the fertilization, what happens? The neck cell also dissolve, the neck canal cell and ventral canal cell become degenerate and provide malic acid and fumaric acid, which attracts the anthrazoids, toward archegonium, as discussed in Selaginella. If you are talking about the mature anthidium, as you know very well, there is no developmental stages including in your syllabus. Only you have to know mature anthidium. The mature anthidium is oval in shape. It has a single layered jacket layer cover cells which having many spiral coiled multiflagellate anthrazoids. So in case of equisetum, within the anthidium there is a develop a lot of multiflagellated anthrazoids or male gamete which fuse with the egg cell and produce zygote. What happened during the fertilization? Before fertilization, as you know very well, in bryophyte as well as pteridophyte, the fertilization take place by chemotactic method. What happened? At the time of fertilization, there is some events, changes have been reported in archegonium. What happened? The neck cells as well as neck canal cell along with the ventral canal cell become degenerate and provide malic acid and fumaric acid. So in case of equisetum, the fertilization induced by malic acid and fumaric acid which attracts the anthrazoids towards the egg cell. At the time of fertilization, what happened? Many anthrazoids collect the near of archegonium, around the archegonium, neck of archegonium, but only one enter into the neck of archegonium and fuse with anthrazoids and produce zygote. Now, as you know very well, the male gamete is haploid and female gamete egg cells is haploid. So there is a development of diploid zygote. As a result, diploid zygote is developed after the fertilization. Usually more than one archegonium are fertilized in prothallus, and in a prothallus of equisetum dibile as many as 15 developing embryo were observed. Sometime in some species of equisetum, mostly in common, only one archegonium and one anthidium involved in the fertilization. But in case of some species of equisetum, such as in equisetum dibile, there are 15 embryo were observed after the fertilization. It means there are 15 egg cell and 15 anthrazoids involved in this species of equisetum, that is equisetum dibile. What happened? From zygote there is a developed diploid embryo. The diploid zygote formed by fusion of male and female gamete is the mother cells of next sporophytic germ. It develop into embryo which form a new sporophyte. As you know very well, in case of fern, in case of all member of the fern, there is no development of seed, What happen after fertilization when the male and female gamete become fused and produce diploid zygote, and diploid zygote after differentiated produce the embryo, and some cells of embryo produce the root, some cells produce aerial shoot, some cells produce rhizome. As a result, from embryo there is a developed adult sporophytic plant of equisetum. So this is the finishing of your equisetum. Thank you very much.